Okay, life cycle of bean. Okay, so first container started. First of all, Spring container will start. Second, bean. Bean instantiated means object of beans will create in second step. Third, inject dependencies. After that, uh, internal Spring processing, and fifth, custom init method will execute, and after at the end of execution, custom destroy method will execute. So in whole life cycle, only two methods will execute in Spring at the time of execution of your program. First is init method, and second is a destroy method. So in whole life cycle, uh, we have not need to call these method because these are the callback function. Spring container call these methods. Okay, so we can create init method and destroy method, and we can also see it is working or not. Okay, so now we are going to create some example of life cycle of bean. Okay, how to execute init method and destroy method. So for this purpose, Maven project. Next, quick start. Spring bean proven. Finish. Spring bean. This is a project. Okay. This is a main class. App.java. Spring bean lifecycle. Okay, so now we are going to create a bean file. Here, suppose my bean name is demo. Click on finish. Suppose this is a empty bean. Okay, it have only two methods: public void set value. Okay, we cannot pass any argument if we are using for init method, we have not need to specify any parameter in set values. Okay, next, init method execution. Okay, same as suppose we want to use this try method, so we can okay this try method will execute. Okay, so this method will execute at the place of init method, and this method will execute at the place of this try method. Okay, so we are going to try to execute these methods. Okay, for this purpose we have requirement of a XML file, so we can copy from Spring Prover. Where is Spring Prover? Yes, we can copy this. This application.xml file. Okay, so first of all we can delete all bin declaration. Now we are going to create declare demo. So please click right mouse button, copy qualifier name. Okay, and definition b id is equal to info, class is equal to okay. So suppose in this bin have two methods. First is set value and second is del value, and we want to use set value as an init method and del value as a distant method. So we can here specify as a init method is equal to set value. Okay, same as we can declare this try method is equal to del value. Okay, so if we are using XML file, we can declare init method and this try method as an attribute. So here I have declared init method set values and this try method is equal to del value. We have not need to specify parentheses. Okay, directly we only declare the name of methods. After that, I'm going to try to execute this bean. So application context app is equal to sorry class path examine application context, and we can specify application.xml. Okay, but we have need of dependency of Spring framework, so we can copy from the net, or I have already a dependency of Spring MVC. You can copy this and paste in paste here. Okay, this app, now we can import this interface. Okay, after that we can use get beat and specify the id and demo dot class, and we can save in demo reference. Okay, here in demo we have two methods only, set value and del value, and set value used as a init method and del value work as a describe method, and both methods are callback method. So we have not need to call this method, it will automatically call by Spring container. So now I'm going to execute this. Okay, init method has executed. We are not calling here, you can see this. I'm only save the object of demo class in a reference of demo. Here we are not calling any methods. Okay, but you can see here it method, because init method and describe method both are callback function. So we have not need to call any method. It will execute implicitly. Second thing, here you can see here only init method has executed, but describe method did not. So if we will close this object, means context this, then con dot close, then describe method will execute. But here you can see this close is showing error, because the close method is not exist in application context, because application context is an interface. We can't use this. We can use only the override method. We cannot use close like method. Close is not exist in application context, because application context is the interface. So we have another class, name is abstract. Okay, we can use abstract, and you can see here you can open this class. This class implement configurable application context, and configure in application context we use in Spring Boot. Okay, it is also an interface like the application context. Okay, so abstract application context class implement configure application context. So we can use this class, abstract class. Okay, and this class have close method, so we can use contact close. After that we can execute this. You can see the describe method. Okay, so if we could close the object of this class, so then describe method will execute and delete all method that have created at the time of execution of Spring application. Okay, so it is very simple to execute. Okay, so we have multiple methods, multiple ways to see the execution of init method and describe method. That is the first way. to execute. It's very simple. We can create two method, and first method work as a init method and second as a describe method, and we can declare in application.xml like as an attribute. We can use this init method and describe method and declare the set value and describe del values. Okay, but suppose we want to use another method, so it's also possible. So we can copy this project and try to use uh, we are going to perform same operation. Okay, so how to perform through the interface? So close this. This is the first statement. First project, yes, this is the second project. So same project we are going to perform through a different ways. Different way means we are going to perform same task through the interface. Okay, so for this if we are trying to perform same task through the interface, so we have not need to specify like this here init method, okay, and describe method. We are going to use another method. Okay, in this method only we implement initializing bean, this interface. Okay, so implement initializing bean interface. So this interface have a method, so we can override this method. So add unimplemented, click on this option. Okay, so actually this method after property set method will execute as a init method. So we have not need to this method set value. At the place of this, we can use after property set in if we are implementing initializing b. Okay, so now we can execute this. Init method. Okay, but this time method is not executed. So for this purpose, we have another interface. Name is disposal. Okay, and disposal interface have also a method. Name is destry. So destry method will execute as a destry method. Okay, destry function will execute as a destry method. Okay, we can remove this. Okay, now we can execute. Init method and destry method. Okay, so it's very simple. We can implement for initialization. We can use after property set and destry method for the destry method as a destry method. Okay, so initializing bean contain after property set and disposal bean contain destry method. Okay, and if we are using interface, we have not need to specify here init method and destry method in XML file. Okay, so this is a second method to perform init method and destry method. We have also another method to perform init method and destry method. Okay, so now we are going to create a copy of this project. Okay, so now we can use annotation at the place of init method attributes or interface. Okay, so here we can remove this. So you can see here it's okay. Here only definition of bin file in demo. We can remove this. We have not need to this. Okay, and we have not these methods. Okay, so we can create a user defined methods like public void, suppose begin, use as a init method, same as we can create another method like stop. It will execute as a destroy method. Okay, and now we want to execute begin method as a init method and stop method as a destroy method. Okay, so for this purpose we can declare a annotation. Name is post construct. Okay, and same as we can use pre destroy for stop method. But you can see here it's showing error. Okay, so if you are using Java 8, actually in my system I have Java 11, but I am using JRE 1.8. But suppose you have installed Java 8, so you will not face this problem. Okay, but I'm saying if you are using Java 9, Java 11, Java 14, Java 17, any other version, so you will face this problem. So what is the solution of this problem? So please add a dependency for this annotation. So Maven repository, open this, click Maven here, type here, name is javax dot annotation API. Okay, so there is not showing anything. Wait, yes. Where is Java X notation? Here you can see this. Java X annotation API. Okay, please open this, copy annotation, click on it will copy this and paste in pom.xml as a third dependency. Okay, so this is a web MVC dependency. Second is a third is a Java X annotation API. Okay, after that, try to import. You can see import post construct, import pre-register. Okay, after that, we can execute this. Okay, so now I'm going to execute this. Okay, but it's not working. Okay, so here we have need to use, actually we are using annotation. Okay, and this is a very simple schema. It will not execute the annotation. So for this purpose, we have another uh, tag, that is context. But here you can see this is all tags of these beans. Okay, so if we want to use, if we want to execute annotation, so we have need of another schema. Okay, so now we are going to search a context schema like spring. Yes, this. Okay, and here you will get a context. Context schema. Yes, this is the context. The context schema. We have need of this schema. Please copy this and paste it. Paste here. Okay, this is a context schema. Now, so we want to enable our annotation. Okay, so for this purpose, you can see here it's have multiple options. So here, click on context annotation config. Please add this tag. Okay, so all annotation will enable if we use this annotation. So declare this annotation. After that, try to execute this application again. You can see the init method, describe method. Okay, so we can perform same operation in different ways. We can directly use as a attributes. We can use in XML file. We can use interfaces, and we can also use post construct annotation, post construct and pre-register. Okay, but the question is that what is the use of this? We can how we can use this uh, begin method and describe method. Okay, so for this picture, this purpose, we can create a example. In this example, we can use that init method. Okay, so I'm going to use first method, first system like this. I'm going to use this. These are examples only. Uh, we want to explain, we want to understand uh, how to perform init method and distra method. But suppose we want to use init method. So how can we can use this method? So I think we know that if we want to set the values of any property, so we can use constructor and set a value. But we can also use edit method for initialization, for the set the values of the properties. So now we are going to use edit method and set the values of the properties. Suppose this method. So set value. So here I am going to use this method for set the values of properties. Okay. So we can use init method for the initialization, for the set the values of properties. For this purpose, I am using buffer reader br is equal to reader new input string reader system.in. We can import java.py. Okay. So first of all, set the properties. Okay. So here we can declare some properties like private string city code private string city name. Okay. Enter enter city code. City code is equal to br dot read line. Okay. Same as enter city name. City name is equal to br dot read line. Okay. So through this set value, we want to set the values of city code and city name. Okay. And we want to display the value of city code and city name. So we can create another method public city code city name. Okay. And here we can display we can set this value, set value, as an init method, okay, and this time method del value, and copy, qualifier name, paste here, okay, and now we want to execute this, so here we can call obj.display. Now we can execute this. Intercity code, NDLS, city name, New Delhi. You can see this. All objects are deleted. Okay. So we can use init method for initialization also. So we can write this program and we can set the values of all properties. So we have three options. We can use init method as a setter method and constructor and init method for set the values of properties. Inject the values of properties. Okay.